Our power went off at home. I'm heading back now. I got some more battery powered lights. Thinking that one video you saw me with putting that battery powered light. Well, you know, in situations like this, let me get out of the wind. In situations like this, those battery powered lights are lifesavers. So our power's out right now, but those battery powered lights, I'm gonna load up on those bad boys. You never know. You could be out of power for a week. You got battery power. Doesn't need electricity. All you need is batteries. They went to Dollar Tree. You're set to go. So yeah, our power went out. 550 Paracord costs $11. I mean, $12. So yeah, for me to make the walking sticks, this is what I use. So I'm gonna have to buy some more later on, but right now I'm gonna bite the bullet and buy this because I need it. There's a website you can go to and get it for a lot cheaper than this. I'll put a link down where you can get this stuff. Believe me when I say this. This is actually some good quality sandpaper. This is 150 grit. I use this a lot, so I'm gonna get one of those. And this right here, this is actually good quality. Gator just stepped up on their sandpaper, by the way. 220. I need these two. These are the two I use the most for getting out the smoothness on my sticks. Okay, I went and got the 550 Paracord. This is what I use in my sticks, so I do a little bit of a detail about what I put in my sticks. This is what I used a long time. 550 Paracord. It's not cheap. Stuff used to be about $8. Now they shot it up $4, and that's just in a couple of years, about 3 or 4 years, and it's went up $4 for 550 Paracord. I was gonna say go to paracordstore.com. You can get $50 worth of paracord, and that's 100 feet for stock, and it's like $8, I think, almost $8 or $9. But buy over $50, you get free shipping, which is awesome. Well, one more thing I want to talk about real fast is sandpaper, which I use a lot of. First one, 150 grit sandpaper. This is Gator. Now Gator used to not be that good. Let me see if I can get it in there. Gator. I don't know if you can see that. But anyways, Gator used to be crummy. This is good quality sandpaper now. They stepped up their game. I used to think Gator was crappy sandpaper that, you know, it was sold in every stupid worthless box store that you could think of. I used to think Gator sucked. But this is actually some good quality sandpaper. In fact, the grit they're using is what they use a lot of times in the automotive business for sandpaper. So I might have to show you the one that I have at home that my friend Larry gave me, Larry Millar. He gave me some sandpaper like this, but only gave me 180 grit. I don't use 180 that much. I use 150 because 150, it's smooth enough to where it can get out the small imperfections, but it's not rough enough to where it's going to rip into my wood. I like 60 grit. 40 grit's a little tough, and when you do 40 grit, it makes you gotta sand some more. So awesome on them. Gator stepped up their game. It's a little more expensive. It's $2. I used to get sandpaper for $1. It's sometimes even 89 cents per sheet. But yeah, it didn't last long. I didn't expect it to last long anyways. For 89 cents, you get what you pay for. But nonetheless, that's good. 550 Paracord, $12. Like I said, I'll have to put the site down where you can go to paracordstore.com and get this stuff in many colors that you want for 100 feet instead of 50 feet. This is only 50 feet. I used to get 100 feet. Huh. I know, quit bickering, right? Just saying, things have changed, you know, a lot of things have changed. But yeah, I like to have a variety of paracords so I can do different stuff. So just thought I'd, show you that, it used to be a lot cheaper, not much anymore. Okay, I'm gonna sand these bad boys up. These ones are gonna get sand right here. They're gonna get sanded, and a couple of these are gonna get feed and wax. So, and this baseball bat here, it's gonna get coat of oil, and then I'm gonna paste wax it. I'm gonna do one of these with this feed and wax here, and then I'll just I'll do the rest of them off, making sure it's all liquefied. Okay, here's my initial plan. I put the paste wax on there, min wax, paste wax. Now I'm gonna buff them, and then I'm gonna wipe back the Howard's feed and wax too. So quite a long to do all that, but that's okay. Use a sock, it works great. It won't slip out of your hand or anything. Okay, I'll come back when I'm done with these. Gotta make mention real fast. This one is almost fully cured. This is the walnut oil one. It was how to make a walking stick. Just said how to make a walking stick. You can look it up on my playlist. I'll put a little info card where you can find it. But nonetheless, it's almost fully cured. It's got a little bit more time to cure. It's almost fully cured. It's got a little tackiness to it. I figured a couple more days in the sun and it should be fully cured. This one also is going to the museum as well. Okay, I'm going to show you one me wiping back the feed and wax one. So it's just one. And then I'll talk for a second and we'll be done. Well, don't be alarmed if it has a little bit of a gloss. That eventually will go away. That won't stay long. Trust me on that one. It will not stay long. And it didn't stay long. I had it on my chair too. I put the stuff on my chair sometimes too, so yeah. We're done, guys. So once every 4 to 6 months you can put a coat of feed and wax on your wood. The reason I did this one with oil, me holding it like this, it's gonna get oil from my hands in it. The reason I did that though, so when that oil starts to cure in there, it's because it's gonna get deeper and deeper. When it starts to cure the oil with my hands, it'll make it more protective. So that's what we did. These are gonna put wrist straps on them. I'll probably take photos or whatever and get them done. Okay, I've been working on this chair. I've been waiting to get some bar clamps. My friend let me borrow some bar clamps. Once I got them figured out, I was able to glue it in there. So I'm gonna let this set up and get nice and dry and harden in there. And then the next day, tomorrow, I think I'm gonna sand it. But I didn't want this chair to go, to waste. That big huge crack in there, it's like I need some bar clamps. I got them in there, so I got them in there, we'll get this. Okay, it's been some time, but I went back and I cleaned off the glue. I gotta sand it though. It's, as long as I can get it attached, it should be okay. You can see some glue spots right there. Maybe. All I want to do is get that back on there, so I'm going to leave this clamp on there for a couple more hours, and then you don't want to leave them on for a long period of time because that starts to stress the wood. Just long enough to get that glue in there. Then I'm going to come back and sand this whole thing back. Get another coat of oil on there. So yeah, that's what it looks like now. Come back a little later on. I'm going to leave it out here. I'll check on it periodically. Okay, I got the chair all sanded up with 180 degree sandpaper. 180. All I was doing was coming in here and doing that. You can see where the big crack was. Right in there. Which I need to smooth it out a little more. So but anyways, then I'm gonna re-oil it. I'm probably gonna re-oil it. I got the bottom part down here as well. This part as well in here. So I gotta come in here and re-oil that. So I'm gonna be doing that a little bit later. I'm not going to let it soak in too long though. I'm going to put it on there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to coat this with oil once a year at least, like the ash chair that I did. I'm sitting in the chair right now. You can see it behind me. And it seems to hold up. That glue is doing the job that I wanted it to do. So, that's what I want. That glue to hold up on this chair. So, it'll hold up for quite a long time. Luckily I got those bar clamps from Larry though, so that made my life so much easier. I had those bar clamps on hand. I apologize right off the bat, it's kind of windy. But I'm gonna put the oil on the chair now. I'm not too worried about the dust though. I'm not too worried about it, because I'm gonna wipe it back after it's done, so I don't wipe back most of the dust anyways. Fix it.
Oh, I thought you were building it. I was like, holy shit, bro.
Hey,
like
ain't
sticks to chairs to furniture.
Yeah, I'd like to have that skill, but I don't have it. Sorry.
Hey, try to have a go run, buddy.
Yeah, you too. I gave it a good 10 minutes. I'm gonna wipe it back. Okay, she's all wiped back now. It's all wiped back now. I think once a year I'll come back and coat it with oil. Sand it with 180 grits and coat it with oil. You might think that, oh, that ruins the finish, but actually it doesn't. It just, you're building up layer on layer in the wood. You know, just build up layer and layer and layer. Feels nice now. So happy to have that repair fixed.